Hello, welcome to Paris, and I'm joined today by Markus from Vattenfall. Markus, thanks for joining me today.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
You're very welcome. Now, your part of Vattenfall deals with the district heating and cooling of Berlin.
Yes.
The EU has a Green Deal package that it wants to bring in. How does that affect your business and how you provide what you provide to your customers?
Yeah, indeed. With the new Commission in Brussels, we can expect that this Green Deal will start many different sorts of discussions, because what has happened over the last years was that we have seen a number of regulations and packages which were decided, and we have seen that already there it was a broad discussion, difficult arguments, but also difficult to find agreements. So with this new Green Deal, we can expect that there will become much more pressure, but also, of course, more ambitious targets, which means that, and if you look to EU, and that the final energy consumption in EU is about 40-50% goes to the heating market. So obviously, within this Green Deal, the heating market plays an extremely important role in terms of decarbonization. So we, from the district heating and also cooling business, we think that that we can deliver here quite substantial levies and measures to basically deliver on this Green Deal, which then also means that, for example, in Berlin, where we operate a huge district heating network, so that power to heat, sector integration, more long term than also integration of hydrogen, for example, plays an enormous role to decarbonize the heating sector and the system in Berlin.
Mm-hmm. And so the Green Deal comes with its ambitious targets.
Yeah.
You at Vattenfall have your own ambitious targets, have been fossil-free within a generation. How do you marry those two things together, those two pressures?
Yeah, hopefully at least this goes hand in hand. So we as Vattenfall, if we say support fossil-free living within one generation, this means that by, let's say, 2040 plus minus, we try to be fossil-free, as it says. So this, of course, is a very high ambition, much higher probably than what, for example, the German government has in its agenda. So we hope that this gives some kind of tailwinds for us, even from a European level down to the national level, and then, of course, into our, let's say, quite local Berlin business.
And so you've got those targets. I wonder, your customers, housing companies, what targets, what pressures do they put on you, if any?
Yeah, they do, of course, and this is very much also that our business-to-business customers. These are the housing companies in Berlin, not so much the single tenant of an apartment, but of course these housing companies, they have also their own goals, and then there comes a legislation directive saying that houses should be insulated, for example. But of course, district heating is also a very high efficient, low carbon solution to heat apartments in Berlin. So they expect us to reduce our carbon footprint so that they can, of course, also achieve their targets. At the same time, they, of course, want us to be cost efficient and cost neutral. There are alternatives in the market, like, for example, direct gas-based heating, and there we are happy that at least the German government now has started to discuss that even in this non-ETS fuel sector of the heating market, that emissions should have a price. So that then, from that perspective, district heating and oil and gas-based heating become more like a level playing field when it comes to pricing and also costs towards the customer.
Well, Markus, thanks for joining us today. We wish you well on hitting all those many targets we've just discussed.
Thank you very much.
That's all for now. Don't forget to tune into the YouTube channel for more great content.